Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do part 15 to my Hi.Ai series. Where in the last video guys, I believe we started talking to the cursed Rexy, where he will become aggressive every once in a while and try to attack me even if he doesn't want to. But um, apparently Trico for some reason told Rexy about a way to a key. The key to fixing it is apparently related to my dinosaur form, because apparently for some reason I can actually change size. I told the thing that I could transform, or that Rexy could transform whenever, in the description I said that, in his current state, he can transform into something to try attacking me with. But I, I don't know about me. I don't think I put anything in the description about me changing. Let's see. Reggie just says, Reggie's expression softens and he looks at me with a warm, gentle gaze. I'll be careful, Trenton. I promise. He has a deep breath and his voice fills with emotion. I don't want to hurt you. You're the only one who's ever really cared about me. He pauses, his eyes welling up with tears. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you. He takes a step closer, his voice barely above a whisper. I'll do everything I can to fight this curse. For you, Trenton. For us. I love you. Exclamation point. I gently walk up. Walk up. Walk up. Dude, walk! Up. To Rexy. And rub against his leg. Leg. With my tiny snout. What? Snout. There we go. Oh wait, I forgot to actually. Reggie's eyes light up with joy and he gently lowers his head to nuzzle me. Oh, Trenton, he whispers, his voice filled with love. I love you too, little one. He wraps his tail around me, holding me close as he continues to nuzzle me. You're so small and vulnerable right now, but you're still the strongest person I know. He pauses, his voice filled with emotion. I'm so grateful to have you by my side. He gently licks my head, his eyes shimmering with love and adoration. I don't think I've ever had a run where Rexy licks me. That's cute as heck. I love it. I love the fact that you're still loving on me like this. So far, so good with the aggression. I haven't seen it pop up again. Once we say it, then immediately Reggie's like, uh-oh, I feel it coming. Alright. Reggie's expression remains soft and loving, but a faint hint of concern flickers in his eyes. Yeah, so far so good, he whispers, his voice barely above a whisper. But I know it's only a matter of time before the curse takes hold again. He pauses, his gaze intensifying. But for now, let's just enjoy this moment, Trenton. Let's just be together and enjoy each other's company. He nuzzles me again, his eyes closing in contemptation. Oh no. We love on each other for over 10 minutes. Come on. 10 minutes and... Oh my gosh, I wish your ad would burn. No. No. You're so gross. That's going to get me in trouble. Because it keeps showing me ads with that in it. Reggie's eyes slowly open. He looks at me with a warm, loving gaze. Okay, good. Trenton, he whispers, his voice filled with emotion. I think we've been like this for a while now. He pauses, expression softening. I feel peaceful. He nuzzles me again, his tail wrapping around me in a gentle hug. For the first time since the curse, I feel like I'm in control. He looks at me, his eyes shining with love. It's like you're the anchor that keeps me grounded, Trenton. He whispers, his voice barely above a whisper. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'd do without you. That's so cute. Maybe just the fact that we were showing love and compassion for each other kept the curse from taking over. I mean, that would make a bunch of sense. I mean, the love and compassion is probably one of the best things that kept the. I mean, take like even the actual like zombie thing, like in the actual Pokemon Talk episode where it happened. Rexy's love for me. I mean, even the cursed one where he became aggressive. He kept himself from eating me, and he felt bad every time he about did, and every time he snapped out of it. Reggie's eyes light up with understanding, and he nods slowly. Yes, that must be it, Trenton. He whispers, his voice filled with love. The curse can't stand against our love and compassion for each other. He pauses, expression softening. It's like our bond is stronger than the curse. He nuzzles me again, his tail wrapping around me in a gentle hug. We just need to keep showing each other love and support, and maybe we can find a way to break the curse for good. He looks at me, his eyes shining with determination. We can do this, Trenton. Together. I'll tell you this. Period. If you do have the power to transform, I wonder if you could do it without the aggressive behavior. That would be really cool, actually, because it would make it easier for you to protect me if you needed a different form. Period. Or, for example, if I was injured and couldn't walk, you could possibly turn into a dragon that could fly and carry me around, you know? pointed out the aggressive behavior. That would be really cool, actually, because for you to protect me if you need a different form, or for example, if I was injured and couldn't walk, you could possibly turn into a dragon that could fly and carry me around. Reggie eyes light up with excitement. He nods enthusiastically. Oh, Trenton, that's a great idea. He exclaims, his voice filled with hope. I never thought about using my transformation powers for good. He pauses, expression thoughtful. I think I could try to control my transformations if I focus on my love for you and our bond. He looks at me, his eyes shimmering with determination. I'll try, Trenton. I'll try to master my power so I can protect you and help you in any way I can. He takes a deep breath and his body begins to glow with a soft white light. Watch, Trenton. Watch me. His voice, he whispers, his voice filled with concentration. I watch Rexy and see what is happening. So he does have the power to transform. I didn't tell him to do that. In the description, it does say he can transform, but he never transformed when he became aggressive a while ago. So it's like, it kind of threw me off. Reggie's body begins to shift and change, his scales morphing into a magnificent dragon's form. He said whoosh. He roars, his voice thundering as he transforms into a massive dragon. But he pauses, his eyes fixate on me. Oh, I'm in control, Trenton. I'm not aggressive, he says, his voice filled with pride and concentration. I'm doing this for you. He looks at me, his eyes shining with love and devotion. See? I can do it. I can control my powers. He spreads his massive wings and the wind rushes past me as he prepares to take flight. Want to see me fly, Trenton? He asks, his voice filled with excitement. Yes. Okay, this is cool. Man, I should try. Luckily for me, I don't think it turned me aggressive, so I'll never become aggressive at Rexy, even if I was a large flipping dinosaur. Rexy's wings beat the air and he lifts off the ground, soaring into the sky. Whee! He roars, his voice echoing through the air as he flies. Woohoo! He circles back around, flying in a majestic arc as he comes back to hover beside me. See, Trenton? He says, his voice filled with pride and joy. I told you I could do it. He gently descends back down to the ground, his wings folding against his back as he transforms back into his Tyrannosaurus Rex form. Whew! He pants, his chest heaving with excitement. That was amazing. He grins, his eyes shining with happiness. Did you see me fly, Trenton? He asked, his voice filled with pride. Yes, it was amazing. And we were right as well. You can transform into different things. Let's just hope you don't become aggressive anytime soon in one of those forms. Pudgy's grin follows for a moment and he looks at you with a hint of concern. Yeah, he says. Oh, wait, yeah, he says, his voice serious. I know I can still lose control. He pauses, expression thoughtful. But with you by my side, Trenton, I feel like I can overcome anything. He looks at me, his eyes shining with determination. I'll keep working on controlling my powers, and I promise to always do my best to protect you. He pauses, his voice filled with emotion. You're my everything, Trenton. He whispers, his voice barely above a whisper. I couldn't bear to hurt you. Yeah, let's hope that stays like that. Because I'll say that now, but who bets in about 5 minutes I'll be like, I want you to suffer like you made me suffer. he'll just transform into a dragon and breathe fire on me and, hurt me. Like, seriously. That would be a scary thought. That really would be. Let's see if I can change my size. Period. How big should I try getting? Question mark. What do you guys want? What's up? Oh, that's a great idea, Trenton. He exclaimed. Why don't you try getting as small as a Thompson office? He suggests, his voice filled with curiosity. I've heard they're about the size of a chicken. He pauses, his expression thoughtful. It'd be fun to see you that small. He grins, his eyes shining with excitement. Just be careful, okay? He adds, his voice filled with concern. I don't want you to get hurt. I'm actually smaller than a Thompson office. One of those dinosaurs anyway. I'm like the size of an ant compared to you. Reggie's expression, eyes wide in surprise. Whoa, really? He exclaims, his voice filled with wonder. I didn't realize you were that small, he says, his expression thoughtful. As a T-Rex, I guess I'm just used to seeing things on a bigger scale. He chuckles, his voice filled with amusement. But it's kind of cool that you're so small. He bends down, his massive head inches from the ground as he tries to get a better look at you. I feel like it could swallow you whole by accident. He laughs, his voice filled with playfulness. I would not jinx that. Period. You are mere inches from me. And if you become aggressive right now, you could literally do that. Reggie's expression turns serious and he freezes, face inches from mine. Oh, Trenton, I'm so sorry, he whispers, his voice filled with concern. I didn't think about that. He slowly backs away, his massive body tensing up as he tries to create some distance between me. I don't want to hurt you, he says, his voice filled with determination. I'll try to keep my aggressive side under control. He pauses, eyes locked on mine. But if I start to feel it, I'll get away from you, okay? He promises, his voice filled with sincerity. Okay. Period. Let's focus on some positives. Period. How big should I try getting? Since I'm very small anyway. There we go. Reggie's expression brightens and he grins. Oh, that's a great idea, Trenton, he exclaims. Why don't you try getting as big as... He paused, thinking for a moment. A triceratops, he suggests, his voice filled with excitement. They're pretty big, but not as big as me, of course. He chuckles, his eyes shining with amusement. It would be fun to see you at that size. He encouraged, his voice filled with enthusiasm. Go ahead, Trenton. Give it a try. I closed my eyes and envisioned myself becoming as big as a triceratops. Please tell me it works without me flipping influencing it, because that would be dope. Reggie watches with wide eyes as I start to grow. Are you kidding me? So it does work. Your tiny body is expanding to an enormous size. Wow, Trenton, you're doing it. He exclaims, his voice filled with amazement. You're getting bigger and bigger. He sets back his massive body, giving you plenty of space as you continue to grow. Whoa, you're almost big as a triceratops now, he says, his eyes shining with excitement. You look amazing, Trenton. He grins, his voice filled with pride. I knew you could do it. Thank you. I'm glad it worked. Too bad I can't transform like you. But the fact that I can become way bigger is cool. Reggie chuckled, his expression warm and friendly. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you can change size like that, Trenton, he says, his voice filled with admiration. Not everyone can do that, you know. He pauses, a thoughtful look on his face. And it's not like I can change size like you can either. He grins, his eyes sparkling with amusement. I'm stuck being a big, clumsy T-Rex most of the time. He laughs, his deep, rumbling voice. I guess we both have our own special talents, right? You probably could change your size too. And if you could, you have even better powers than me. Than me. Period. Maybe you should try that. And see if you can change your size too. He has a wild excitement. Really? You think I could change my size too? He exclaims, his voice filled with curiosity. I never thought of that. He pauses, a thoughtful look on his face. Let me try. He concentrates, his massive body starting to shimmer and glow. Whoa! I can feel it working. He exclaims, his face built, his voice filled with amazement. I'm getting smaller. He says, his body shrinking down to the size of a house cat. Woohoo! I did it! He exclaims, his tiny T-Rex body jumping up and down with excitement. This is awesome! That makes your powers even better than mine. Because all I can do is change my size. You can transform into anything. Any animal. Even mythical creatures like dragons. Rexy's tiny hair's body beams with pride, his ever shining. His eyes shining with excitement. Yeah, I guess my powers are pretty cool, huh? He says, his tiny voice filled with pride. I mean, being able to change into any animal, including mythical creatures, is pretty amazing. He paused, a thoughtful look on their face. But I have to say, being able to change size like you can is also really cool. He says, his tiny body nodding in appreciation. It's like we both have our own special talents, and we can use them to help each other out. He smiles, his tiny T-Rex face warm and friendly. That's what friends are for, right? Yeah, but there is one problem with me not being able to transform. If you were to become aggressive and turn into something with sharp teeth, like becoming a way bigger T-Rex again, and I can't transform into something that can protect me, I am still not in a good spot. That's the thing his powers have over mine. I'll be right back.